What's up, guys? I'm Juan Gill. I'm a videographer here at the Daily Toreador.
I'm David Gay. I'm a La Vida reporter and a sports reporter at the Daily Toreador.
And today we're going to be talking about The Witch. And,
What a psychological movie.
I know. I'm still kind of still trying to collect my thoughts from it. But, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to say what I like about the movie, what he liked, what I didn't like, what he disliked, and then a score on a scale of 1 to 10. So just to start off, the visual imagery and just the visuals in this film are grisly and horrific. They're unsettling, and I feel like that really adds to the entire film.
Yeah, and what I liked about it goes kind of with what the imagery and the cinematography brought to it, and it was the music. From the opening scene when they were banished from the compound, it brought this unsettling,
what is going to happen throughout the film, what's going to build throughout the film, Yeah,
it brought this sense of creepiness throughout the whole movie, and so did the camera work, the imagery, the continuous imagery, and then the cinematography.
Exactly. And also, the cast was great, and especially the kid actors. I don't know their names, but the character Caleb especially delivered this. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's this one scene where it's truly haunting, and it sticks with you. It resonates you throughout the entire film. Once you see it, you're like, what did I just watch? And you're gonna feel that many times throughout the movie. Like, what did I just watch?
It was like real life. It was like we were witnessing some kind of history.
Yeah.
Because the costumes, the dialect, it was so real for the period, so real for that time in history. And it was unsettling. It made me nauseous. I could barely eat my popcorn. So, but yeah, and I think that the props go to first-time writer-director Robert Eggers because he brought this veteran sense of what the psychological horror, creepy kind of movie needs to be.
And it really was a lot more psychological than I thought it was. I knew it was going to be, but not this much. Yeah, I mean, having said that, though, I do have my cons with the film, and it's weird that this is an issue with me for the movie, but the dialect of the characters and the dialogue, sometimes I just could not understand what they were saying, and that can be an issue. Like, what if they're referring back to the past and they're trying to illustrate something important in the past that can be relevant to the future? I mean, the present in the movie.
It was a lot of using thy, thou, reading the King James Bible, you know? It was just for that time period, and I agree with you. I mean, it wasn't always clear what was going on, but the imagery, the cinematography brought that sense of, oh, that's what's happening. That's what's going on in the movie. And you could hear bits and pieces of what the characters were saying to each other, and you could figure out the overall thing. But I completely agree with you. That was also a problem.
And the imagery, the overall visuals of the film do compensate for that. But at the same time, it would have been nice to get a little bit more of a cohesive understanding of what they're actually saying, because sometimes the dialogue gets very serious, and I'd like to fully understand what's going on between that family, you know?
But to be honest, I don't think the movie could have been made another way. It would have been weird to have a movie like this set in this time period with our kind of accents. So it was appropriate for the time period.
Yeah, and I'll also bring up this. Going into the movie's called The Witch, right? And not to spoil anything, though, I was hoping for more of a focused, I guess, evil presence, and there's other exterior factors that play into that, but I didn't think there'd be so much of that.
Yeah, there's definitely different instances of imagery that reoccur throughout the film that could be considered evil or part of the evil spirit along with the witch.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think that the witch could have been focused more because the movie was called The Witch, and the witch was supposed to be this all-encompassing evil spirit.
Yeah.
But there were so many other things that could have cursed this family, according to the trailer. Yeah. So I agree with you there.
So, I mean, honestly, having said that, I'm going to give The Witch 7.5 out of 10.
I'm going 7 out of 10 just because horror movies aren't really my thing, but I think the psychological horror movies are really interesting. And I thought it was better than what I was expecting.
Yeah, and believe me, guys, we're trying really hard to not spoil anything just because there's so much to talk about, but this is kind of just, touching the exterior of the film.
To really understand the film, you have to go and watch it. Even if you're not a horror movie fan, it's an interesting movie just to digest and analyze.
And it's just a well-made movie. It's a cinematic ride. It's really good. It's unsettling, and it takes you in these places that you don't want to be in, but that's, I guess, the job of a horror film.
And from a first-time director.
Right, great.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys, thanks for watching our review of The Witch, and just stay tuned for our future reviews.
Our next episode is going to be on the Academy Awards recap. Not many big movies are coming out next week, so we're going to recap the Oscar ceremony. So we'll see how we did on our predictions.
We'll see if I was right and you were wrong.
Oh, no, that's not correct.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.